good morning. I'm Divya and welcome back to the St. Xavier Senior Secondary School. Today I'm here to discuss your chapter 3. Chapter 3 name is Adaptation in Animals. So, before starting this chapter, I want to tell you some important points according to your last chapters. First is different type of animals, which is divided into three parts according to their eating habitat. Means first is herbivorous animals, second is carnivorous animals, and third one is omnivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are those which can eat the grass. For example, rabbit. Rabbit eat grass. Next is carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animals are those which eat the flesh of the other animals, means lion and tiger. Third category is omnivorous animals. Omnivorous animals are those which eat both, means plant product, plant and also the flesh of other animals. These type of animals are omnivorous animals. For example, crow. Crow eat plant product and vegetable and eat the dead and decaying bird also. Dog. Dog eat chapatis and also the bones. So these are the omnivorous animals. And the parts of the animals of like insect, birds and other animals. In this chapter, you will learn about the adaptation in animals based on their habitat. Means some animals live in land, some animals live in water, some animals live in sky, some animals live in trees. Means there are different type of animals which live different places. Next is surviving extreme cold and heat. It means how the animals live in extreme cold climate and extreme hot climate. Cold means polar region and hot means desert region. Third is adaptation for food. Adaptation for food means how to survive in very hot desert like areas and how to survive in very polar region like areas. Next is adaptation for protection. Adaptation for protection means how they protect themselves from the other animals. Next and last is spatial adaptation. Spatial adaptation means like camouflage, hibernation and migration. These three are the spatial features of the animals. So, this chapter starts with the topic habitat. So, what do we need the food? It is a very common question which is arising in all the minds. Why we need food and what do we need food to survive? We need water, food and shelter are the basic need for to us for the surviving. So, animals also need like the human beings. Animals also want water, food and shelter to surviving our life. The plant, the place. So, what is habitat? Habitat is a place. Habitat is a place that provides the basic things for an organism. Means habitat is a place where an organism get the basic things which they need for the survival of life. Next topic is adaptation. What is an adaptation? Animals are found in all the places. Some are desert animals, some are very Some animals live in plants, some animals live in underwater, some animals live on land, some animals live in polar region that is very cold. Some places on earth have a lots of water. So, according to the place, the animals change their behavior and change their nature for the surviving of life, that is adaptation. So, the animals, the changes in an organism means the organism change our life according to their behavior that help to survive, that is adaptation. I again repeat my point. When animals change their nature, change their behavior or modify their nature or behavior for the surviving of life, that is adaptation. But there are some animals, they cannot change their nature or behavior according to the climate, according to the atmosphere. So they can't live for long lasting and they extinct. Extinct means their species is no available on the earth. So, the best option is for animals to change their themselves according to the nature, according to their behavior, that is adaptation. Now, here are some important points. Animals adapt themselves in a following way. Here, different type of methods are available for changing themselves. First is for habitat, means for the surviving of life, animals change their habitat time to time and adapt the features for the better life, for the betterment of life. Next is for good habit. Good habit means they take care of her babies and they can live for long lasting life. Next is for protecting themselves and for surviving extreme hot and cold weather and special features. Special features means camouflage, hibernation and migration. Some animals are migrate from one place to another place for the surviving because the climate is not favorable. That's why they migrate from one place to another, that is migration. So, adaptation for habitat. There are different type of habitat for the animal. First is terrestrial habitat. So we start from the first point. First point is terrestrial animals. Which type of animals are categorized under the terrestrial animal? So first is terrestrial animals. Animals that live on land, either on surface of the ground or in burrows below the surface, is called the terrestrial animals. Some animals like snake, rabbit, mice and foxes live in burrows, but some animals like dog, cat, tiger, lions are live on a surface of the land, that is terrestrial animal. But here are some special features that enable to survive on a land. First feature is their long leg, means they have a strong leg which they cover the long distance and catch their prey and eat them and fulfill the requirement of the food. Second is snake. Snake don't have leg, but they have scales on their body. Scale means a sharp hair-like structures which is present on the surface of snake that is scales, and their body that help them to the crawl. The snake have scales which help them to crawl, because crawling is a nature of snake. Next is some animals have well developed digestive system, and last adaptation is there have some animals which have sharp teeth, keen smell system, sharp eyesight, and strong leg, strong claws, which enable to tear the animal, which enable to kill the animal and eat them. So I again repeat the point. So here the some adaptation which is available for the animal. One is long leg, which that's why they cover up the long scales. Second is have scales. Snake have the long scales which never to move. And third one is well developed digestive system. And fourth one is sharp eyesight. So here is some pictures for the terrestrial animal like lion, tiger, cat, snake, which live on a land. So next topic is adaptation for the surviving extreme cold weather. So here are some animals which live in very cold region, and they have hair on their body which protect them from the cold. Some examples are penguin and polar bear, which live in a cool region where the weather is extreme cold. So they have blubber. Blubber means a thick layer of fat is called the blubber, which is present on their under their skin to keep them warm. Third is some penguins and their chicks live together in a form of huddle. Huddle means when the babies of chick live together, they form a huddle. Huddle means group of penguin babies or penguin chicks. So this is an adaptation that help to keep them warm. So I repeat my points. First is the animals which live in extreme cold weather have a fur which keep them warm and protect them the extreme cold weather. Next is half thick layer of fat. Means the cold animals have a thick layer of fat which is present under their skin, that is blubber, and it also keep them warm. Third is they live together in a form of huddle, and they also this one is a adaptation to keep in warm. So main motive behind these all three adaptation is to keeping them the warm. Next topic is adaptation for the very extreme heat weather, where the climate is very heat and like the desert area. So desert are areas on land that have a very hot weather. During the day are very hot, and the nights are very cold in weather. There is a very little food and water because of the scarcity of water and very high temperature. That's why the animals can't live in these areas. So the animals living in desert areas have thick skin which protect them from the sun, and it prevent the water loss from their bodies. Next is scorpion, bighorn, and desert tortoise, kangaroo, rat, and snake are the different examples of the animals which live on desert areas. Some features are the best example is a camel. So there are some example adaptation have thick skin which protect them from the sun. Means desert area animals have a thick skin which protect them from the sun and protect from the scarcity of water. Second is have hump. In camel, there is a thick layer of fat on a back side of a camel, that is hump. So look at the picture of camel and I explain the adaptation of camel. So carefully look the pictures like feet, nostrils, back and eyes, eyelashes. All these organs are beneficial for the adaptation. So first is having hump. Second one is nostrils are closed. In camel, nostrils are closed to prevent the sand, because in desert lots of the sand is available and camel face a lots of problem due to the sand. That's why the camel have a closed nostrils. When they breathe, the sand can't enter in their nose. Next is eyelids and eyelashes are very strong. Their eyelids and eyelashes are very strong because when a wind flow, they shut up your eyelashes or eyelids to prevent from the sand. Next is padded feet. Look at this picture of camel. Camel have a webbed feet due to they can't slip on a sand, and legs are very long because the heat of the sand can't reach their skin and prevent them from the loss of water. So there are different type of adaptation for the camel, and there are some examples. So look at this. Next is aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are those animals which live in water. Some lives underwater like crabs, turtle, fish, crabs, duck, dolphin are different type of animals which live under the water. So here are some adaptations which enable to live in a water. First is breathe through the gills. There are some different type of animals like fishes which use their gills to breathe, but there are some exceptions are available like dolphin. Dolphin can't use their gills. Actually, they don't have the gills. They come on a surface of water and breathe with the surface of water. That's why there is some exceptional cases are available. Most of the fishes, most of the aquatic animals breathe through the gills, but there are some exceptional cases like dolphins which breathe through the surface of water. Second is have fins or limbs. Aquatic animals have fins and limbs which enable to swim on water. Next is most of the aquatic animals have fins or limbs to help them to swim. Next is the aquatic birds like duck and other animals have a webbed feet. Look at the picture of duck. Duck have webbed feet because they easily. Next is streamlined body in fish to keep them to crawl in a water very easily. Means the fish have streamlined body. Streamlined body means straight body. That's why they when they swim in a water, they always move in a straight direction. That is a streamlined motion. Next is have scales. Some fishes have scale like hair-like structure on their body. That's why they are broader proof. Next category is after the aquatic animals. Next category is amphibians. Amphibians are those animals which live in land as well as on underwater. Like frog and crocodile are the examples of the amphibians. Here are the some adaptations which are very helpful for the amphibian animal. First is they have limbs to facilitate swimming on a water and have a legs to walk on a land. Means they swim on a land and also they walk on a they swim on a water and they also walk on a land. Next is they breathe through their moist skin when they are in a water. Means they always use their moist skin for the breathing process, and they breathe through the also lung. Means when they live in a water, they use their moist skin, and when they live on land, they use their lungs. Next, so look at the pictures, and here are the some examples for the amphibious animals like frog. Next topic is aerial animals. Aerial animals are those which can fly very easily. Like birds are the aerial animals, but they have some different adaptations to fly very easy way. First is their forelimbs are modified as wings. Means they have forelimbs which is again modified into the wings and can fly very easy way. Next is have feathers to keep them warm. It means the birds have a feathers and which enable it to keep them warm. Third adaptation is very lightweighting. The aerial animals like birds have very hollow bones which enable in light in weight and they can fly in very easily. Next is body is narrow. If you look at this picture is a bird and they have a very narrow end starting point. Narrow means very sharp point, and they have broad when in middle and last portion, because the streamline or body shape like a structure help them to fly. Next is some animals, some birds are not are capable for flying like kiwi, ostrich and penguin are the some birds that cannot fly, and these are the flightless birds due to the incapable for the flying process. Next is and last is arboreal animals. Arboreal animals spend most of the time on trees, live on trees, they eat, sleep and play on a tree canopy. Monkeys, koalas and sloth and guardian lizard are different type of animals which can spend their whole life on a tree. So here are some pictures related to the arboreal animals which can spend, eat, play all the time they live on a tree canopy. But Here are some adaptations which can follow for the betterment of the life. First is limbs, and some animals have long limbs. Long limbs means many arboreal animals have long limbs that allow them to swim very easily on a tree branches. Next is some of them have long tails that can grasp or hold the branch very tightly. Next adaptation is spider monkey, and some other chameleons use their tail to move and balance for their body. Some animals like squirrel have very strong feet and claws because animals living on trees are wanting to hold the trees very tightly due to the balance, so their feet and claws become adapted for the squeezing, grasping and holding the branches very tightly. So students, in today's class I explain the animals which live on land, that is terrestrial animals like tiger, lion, cat. Some lives in burrows like snake and rat. And the next is the adaptation portion. Some animals live in very cold weather, polar bear and penguin that live in a very cold region and have thick blubber and fur on their body to keep them warm. And some animals adapted for very hot weather like desert area, and animals which live in desert area, that is camel. Next is aquatic animal. Aquatic animals are those which live in water like fishes, and they breathe through the gills, but there are some exceptional cases like dolphin which breathe through the surface of water, and they also have fins which enable it to swim in a water. Next is arboreal animal. Arboreal animals are those animals which live on a tree canopy and spend their whole life on a tree. And next one is aerial animals. Aerial animals are those animals which can fly easily like birds. They have hollow bones, light-weighted, narrow body. So this topic is finished here. Keep learning, keep smiling students, and next class is started with the next topic like adaptation for food habit. Thank you so much.